Hello, my name is MaryBeth Cabauy, and I am excited to share with you about the source of my passion for teaching. I'm currently pursuing my master's in elementary education at Regis University here in Denver, Colorado, and I'll be completing my degree next spring and hopefully launching into my own classroom after that. My love for teaching started early. If you had known me as a little girl and had asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I would have unequivocally answered a teacher. I used to play school with my stuffed animals, calling on the elephant and then the lion to give their answers in class. I reviewed peers' essays in high school and started working as a substitute teacher in college the first chance I got. I also explored my passion for teaching during college when I studied abroad. I saw that many children, especially young girls, in many places in South Asia and the Middle East don't have access to education. While I was living in India for a few months, I actually read this book called Half the Sky. In it, I learned about the importance of building up women and how uplifting women uplifts communities. And one quote by the book says, "One study after another has shown that educating girls is one of the most effective ways to fight poverty." In another place, the book quotes an African proverb that says, "You educate a boy and you're educating an individual. You educate a girl and you're educating an entire village." I believe these things with all my heart and hope someday soon to return overseas and help to educate girls around the world who don't have access to education. That's truly my heart. But like I mentioned, this passion for education started far before my time living abroad. It actually began much earlier and I think has the source of a significant role model teacher in my life that I've known from a young age, and that's my dad. Mike Taylor, my dad, was a legend in our small Oregon town. He was a pastor at our church. He worked full-time as a music teacher at our elementary school, planned musicals for each grade every year, coached my sister and I in soccer every fall and spring soccer season. On top of that, he was an amazing father and husband. I look back and I wonder how on earth he balanced it all. I think it was only possible because he was motivated by his deep love for our community. He truly saw each and every student in his classroom. He had endless mercy, patience, goodwill towards each student. His music room was a safe haven where so many students gathered during recess, before and after school, and any time they could because they knew they were safe and known there and cared for. The farther I progressed in my education to be an educator, the more I realized my dad was doing it right his entire career. He cultivated these intimate connections with each student, and he had a blast doing it. I remember watching him on stage at the school musicals, leading the students in the dance moves he had choreographed. Parents of my peers actually used to say, "We don't even care about seeing our kid on stage. We just want to watch Mike Taylor dance." My dad has always adored music, and he passed this love on to all of his students. He still quizzes my siblings and I on Beethoven, Mozart, Franz Liszt, all the other composers he taught us about back in the day. His passion and joy was unwavering and infectious, even about a subject that most children would find mind-numbingly boring, like 16th century composers. There are days when I question why I chose to pursue this career path, if I'm being honest. Days when I hear about school shootings, or see videos of teachers quitting their careers because they're overworked. And I wonder why should I still pursue a career that so many people are leaving? But on those days, I remember my dad. I remember his bright smile when a student nailed their solo, or his fist pumping on the soccer field. I remember him dancing on stage or teaching a group of fourth graders to play Party Rock Anthem on their recorders. I remember him making every student feel seen, known, and cared for. That's what it is all about, and that's why I want to teach. I hope I can imitate even a small portion of his bright legacy. My dad is still teaching today and not showing any signs of slowing down. He has transitioned to now teaching special education, and he's absolutely thriving, continuing to inspire the next generation of students. If I was afforded the honor of the Pass the Torch scholarship, it would help me achieve my lifelong dream of growing up to be just like my dad. Thank you so much.